So who do you like then? If you don't really like, who you listening to right now?
I listen to a lot of shit. I listen to Kendrick though. My music taste is all over the place. I could be listening to Kevin Gates, then Lil Durk, and you know what I mean. I be all over with the music. Who else I listen to? Quilly from Philly. I listen to Quilly. Who else I listen to? Mo 3 out of Dallas. I listen to who else? Let me look at my Apple Music. Right.
See, I don't even know none of the people you just named.
My man LBL out of Jersey City. You hear me? Free L. You hear? Yeah.
LBL?
Yeah, got my son locked up. I listen to Benny the Butcher. Benny Tough.
Yeah, I fuck with Benny the Butcher.
Benny Tough.
Yeah.
I listen to Davies. Who else I got? My man Mozzie. My Mozzie out the Bay. Yeah, shout out to Mozzie. Sir, I listen to Sir. So my music all over the place, bro. To be honest with you, like, I listen to all kind of shit. You know what I mean? I listen to Fredo, decent.
Okay.
Who else I listen to? My shit all over the place, man. But like, I just think that like with Kendrick, bro, like I just don't like his rhyming pattern. Like, I don't like the way he rhymes.
That's the part I like the most.
Yeah, that's why I just say I listen to what else I got here? I listen to my man Shy High the Prince, No Dope on Sundays.
Yeah. Now that nigga boy,
underrated. Shy High the Prince.
Underrated no more. I think people starting to come around.
New shit about to drop though, so why can the new shit hit though? It's gonna be real.
I don't think people know how tough.
No, I don't think people own them like that.
Yeah, man.
Let me see. I'm going through. Don Q out of New York. Don Q tough.
Don Q is tough.
Yeah, Don Q tough.
Just going through Apple shit, trying to see who all I got. You know, J. Cole, you know, Jada, you know, the regular shit.
Well, Kendrick is the regular shit. That's why I was.
Not for me.
That's why I was kind of shocked when you was like, I don't
understand. Like for you to like them dudes and not like Kendrick is kind of crazy to me.
Right.
I just don't like the way he rhymes. To keep it real, like it don't go no further than that. Like he be saying some shit, but I just don't like his rhyme pattern. Lil Baby tough. That's the highest young nigga out. Lil Baby tough.
Lil Baby.
Yeah, Lil Baby tough.
I can fuck with Lil Baby.
You know what? Lil Baby know how to make music.
Yeah.
I don't know who he got with him, but he know how to.
You know the difference between Baby and a lot of niggas? He actually be rapping.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of niggas be mumble singing, but Baby be rapping. That's the difference between him and a lot of niggas, yo.
Huge difference.
Meek Mill tough too. I like Meek. A lot of niggas don't be giving Meek his flowers. Meek tough though. Meek always put out a solid product.
I fuck with Meek. I definitely fuck with Meek. But go ahead, Reg. Lead us.
All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started. Welcome to the podcast. If y'all already here, this is podcast. This is the I'm Just Saying Podcast, installment number 5. Number 5, man, we moving up there. And of course, every week or whatever, we actually come. This is our weekend edition, our first weekend edition or whatever. And same host, we got me, myself, Reg, Earl, and we got Kev. So, and like every week, we dive into issues, dive into different events that's happening along the culture and in the world. And this week ain't no different. We wanted to start it off by diving in. We did a podcast earlier, one of our earlier podcasts, and we're talking about the Meg Thee Stallion and Tory situation.
Was that our first one we did?
That's probably actually the first one we did.
All right, we're circling back then.
Yeah, so some things have arrived. TMZ has TMZ get everything, first of all, but they just recently released the text that he sent Meg after the shooting, and he was basically apologizing, saying, you know, I'm sorry, I was too drunk. And we all had some opinions about it, so we're gonna go ahead with these texts. Do it change your opinion on what happened that night? We're gonna start with Kev because he was the most boisterous on this situation.
I've been drunk a lot of times. You did. I've never been shot a bitch drunk.
Nah.
You feel me? I've never been shot a bitch drunk. I ain't got no business driving drunk. I've been I probably shouldn't have slept with this person drunk. I've been a lot of different types of drunk, she did. I've never been, I'm going to shoot this bitch drunk. So, yes, it changed my opinion on it initially. Initially, I was like, what's going on? Like, why? Something had to happen for dude to up the burn on her. I was like, she must have did something. For him to be like, I was too drunk, he a bitch, he did. Like, Tory canceled in my home. He canceled. It changed my whole outlook on the entire situation. I'm done with Tory. He canceled.
What about you, E?
First and foremost, I'm going to shout out to my man, Baby T. I see you, big dog. But I'm going to keep it all the way 100. It don't change my opinion at all, bro. I feel like this. He using him being drunk as a cop-out. That big bitch did something, son. Like, he tried to put hands on little man. I don't give a fuck if he was high on dope. He was snorting coke. I don't give a... Son, you not gonna keep a bitch unless your life in danger, bro. Like, son, listen, like, I've seen a lot of shit in my day, bro. I've never seen a female shot. Ever.
You never seen a female get hit?
Huh?
You never seen a female get hit?
Not in a domestic?
Like,
not in that form.
Not in that situation. Like, I done seen bitches on some, in the street, bitching away. Shit happens.
Yeah.
But, son, they in the car. I can see it now. She like, what, 5'10", 170.
That's by her stat sheet. Yeah, that's her attributes.
He 5'3", 86.
Yeah.
He was pummeling youngin, man.
She about Terry Rozier size.
Son, he was catching the beat, right? He catching the beat. He probably was drunk. He pulled up blicky like, get on me, bitch. Like, what?
Even I ain't never pulled the blicky.
Cause he had one in on reach.
No, I did pull the blicky on after a show.
But think about it though. Imagine if Ike was 5'3", 86 pounds.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, none of that wouldn't have happened from the jump though.
Know what I mean? But I feel like, son, no matter what come out about the situation, I feel like Shawty did some shit that made son feel like I gotta get this bitch off me. Because that's the only thing in my mind makes sense. Know what I mean? Like, son, like Lump said, we've all been drunk to the point certain things we shouldn't have did.
Yeah, but not that, bro. I never been.
Always told us, I ain't about to bust a cap in this bitch. Know what I mean? Like, they ain't how it go. Like, they ain't the mindset that people typically have when they drunk. Oh, I'm gonna shoot this chick on some random shit. And both of her foot.
Like when I get sloppy, like the way he described, I'd be debating on using protection, not using protection. like partner was like two different protections. I'd be like, no rubber. Nigga like, no gun, bitch.
Like she looked clean.
That nigga battling with the wrong beam and stuff.
Yeah, I love you. I had to tell him, I trust you.
I trust you. You smell like flowers.
That nigga battling. That nigga got the wrong protection. They got the wrong strap.
But at the end of the day, son, no matter what's said, son, like Shorty beat my dog up. You know what I mean? He couldn't live with it, so he capped her. That's it. You know
so I'm looking at the comments. Bruce John Roy. I was debating with Bruce in the sports group we in, right? Uh-huh. And we was talking about this, and we debated back and forth, and I was like, Megan is definitely bigger than 170. But he was like Meg 170, so he had to let me know that he told me so.
Right.
We got people just looking in right now, they watching or whatever. So shout out to everybody that's watching. Hey Felicia, how you doing? Nigga asked how we get Juvie on the show. I guess he's talking about me. And then, look, that's the same nigga. They still call me Juvie Rose.
All we needed was $40 in a pack of Marlboros. You heard me? Got them in there. You heard?
Right.
60, 40 for the hoes.
Or you went up 20?
There you go.
All right. See, that's what they do you on camera. The negotiation was already in.
Get back to that.
Yeah, man. I still have my same stance on the situation. I think I do think it was provoked. I do think he was provoked. But shooting her is just crazy. Like him thinking that we drunk or not, whatever the circumstance was. And I want to say we laugh and joke about it. We do not condone domestic violence of any kind. Well,
no type of violence at all. Keep your hands
violence or keep your fucking hands to yourself on both hands. Good. Like you two adults, y'all should be able to handle it without putting hands on each other.
Right.
That's a fact.
Just throwing that out there. Yeah, throwing that out there. But yeah, I do think it was provoked. Even with this, it don't change my narrative on it. I think dude's a piece of shit for shooting a female. And that's about it, man. Like it definitely don't change my narrative. At the end of the day, he shot a female for a pretty much an argument. And even if she slapped the shit out and punched him, whatever, it's a female, bro. Like, take your L.
Nah, hold on, wait, 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
20. We need a 20 because I'm not going to call that man a piece of shit because you don't know that man probably felt his life was in danger, bro.
Shot her.
Meg a big woman, though.
Yeah,
man, he shot her.
You ain't never had no big crazy bitch on you, son.
Man, he shot her, son.
All right. I'm just saying, imagine a bitch twice your size pummeling you in a fucking car.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna shoot her though.
You don't know if your life in danger. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know what you're gonna do.
You think
I can tell you right now, if a big chick jump on me, bro, in a small confined space, I could tell you I'm not gonna shoot her. That don't mean I'm not gonna shoot her. You know what I mean? Like, shit get hectic, so I might have to hit her with the blick. Like,
yeah.
But again, you know what I mean? We all speaking hypothetically, but that's how I see it. I feel like that's what happened. I don't want to judge nobody because we don't really know what really happened, so I won't pass no judgment towards nobody. But what I will say is, you know, hopefully they get this worked out. You know what I mean? Send Shorty back to Canada. We don't shoot women in America, bro.
He out of pocket.
He out of pocket.
He out of pocket.
There's no excusing what he did. And again, back to, you know, both parties keep your hands to yourself, man. Y'all grown, talk it out, leave the area, whatever you need to be, or whatever. Man, she shouldn't. Nobody deserves to get shot over the domestic dispute of any kind. And it go for both ways for each one.
Yeah, the comment's not fair in that either. Virtually, he a hoe for that shit. You know, Felicia seems like he speaks from experience. Tory definitely would be in segregation if he catches a bid. You feel me? Like,
he gone to PC for sure.
Yeah, nobody feeling that. Yeah, nobody feeling that. So I agree. Like, you know, he a hoe for shit, especially for saying your reason was drunk.
Yeah, for him to throw it out there. But I mean, that wasn't a statement he gave to TMZ. That was him sending a text to her, like, and you know, like, hey, my bad, I was drunk. Like,
yeah, cause like, you know, you gotta think about, like, I don't think he actually wanted it to go that far.
Yeah.
So, and like, he reaching out, I'm sure she not answering because, you know, who want to talk to the person that shot him, right? So, You know what I mean? I get it, but I just feel like, you know, it's just a fucked up situation, all in all.
Across the board, it's wild.
Yeah, man, keep your hands to yourself. All right, we're gonna go to the next topic. The Chiefs played the Texans. But before we get to the actual game, the players decided to do something in unison to show unity for what's going on. That way, it wasn't just you know, somebody kneeling. They wanted to make a statement, just basically saying, like, we're all together. You know, we're working through what's going on in our country and society. And surprisingly, but unsurprisingly, they were booed. Like the Kansas City Chiefs crowd decided to boo them. What's your take on it?
My take is pretty much how things always been, bro. Like, it's America, son. Like, America hate anything black, anything. You know what I mean? That's right, bro. Like, okay, so you can't say they were disrespecting the flag.
Right.
You said it was disrespecting the anthem.
Right.
So what are you actually booing about? Like, this is mind-boggling. Like, what are you booing about? Right? So at this point, it's like, it's just hatred. Like, you just have so much hate in you that, like, no matter what the person do, you don't like it. But you turn around and cheer for them for 3 hours while they out there trying to take each other's head off. That shows you society in itself. And, I'm not surprised, bro. Like, it's America. Like, you kind of get numb to the how fucked up society is in layman terms. You know what I mean? I really can't say nothing else about it, really, though.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's only one way it's only one word to use. It's only one way. They fucking racist, bro. It's just another display of racism. You know what I'm saying? And like, damn, we supposed to be so far past this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so far past this, bro, and we not know what we still like in the same level. It's like a fucking the mouse in the wheel. We're just running in circles. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, I don't know why or what it is, bro. I never understand it because I watch like kids playing, right? If I open my window right here, it's a playground right behind me, right? And I live in a community. It's a multicultural, multiracial community. It's whites, Latins, blacks, Asians. It's everything back here. It's everything. And when I open that window, I watch those kids go outside and play. And they don't know. You feel me? They don't know. They be like 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, all up to like 12, 13. I open this window right here. They got a African kid. His partners is white. They all skateboard and shit. You feel me? These people don't know. So that's a learned behavior. Mm-hmm. And like, what the fuck are you booing for? These dudes, when you play a professional sport, when you play any type of sport, you know that the person next to you is your brother. Mm-hmm. You feel me? You go into battle with that person next to you. All these dudes are part of a brotherhood because they're all part of an organization where they entertain for the country, for the world actually. So they lock in. You boo the people. No flag, no anthem, no military, no disrespect, no nothing. There's nothing to boo about. It just let me know that Kansas City is not a place that I want to go visit anymore. I want to go out there and get some barbecue. I'm not showing my face. I got a homeboy from Kansas City. I'm never going because they're still on that type of time.
But just to interject real quick, bro, is it just Kansas City or America in whole?
No, Kansas City just exposed themselves on national television. That's all. It's everywhere.
But I think any city would have done that. Opening night, any city would have done that. You think so?
I don't know.
I'm 100% sure.
I don't know.
Because think about it. Kaepernick started kneeling in what, 2016?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ever since he started, what he always said is not about the flag. It's about police brutality, right? Mm-hmm. And equality for all, right? He's been saying that since 2016.
Right.
Why are we still talking about the flag? You know what I mean? So it's an excuse that they can't use no more. Because Thursday night showed that, all right, so we're not gonna play the anthem. We gonna hold arms in unison to show unity to the country, right? Through everything that's going on. And they still don't add like 42 people in there.
They said 42. They had 20,000 people present.
And that boo was a roar like they had 100,000.
That boo sounded like it was a boo from the fans, and they already had that boo locked in the audio system.
Yeah, it was clear as day.
That's been on the nigga back.
Yeah, man, it goes back to that same notion, man. It seems like it doesn't matter the sport. It doesn't matter what's going on. I think the problem is a lot of times, like, especially racist people like to use the narrative of you're just here to entertain. We don't want politics without sports. We don't. These dudes are human. The same guy that you just paid to be the number one paid player of all time, right? Like but his contract was the highest.
Yeah, in sports history.
In sports history, is a human being who's subject to the same stuff they're standing against. That same dude, if a cop doesn't recognize him for who he is or whatever, can pretty much end up in the same position as all these gentlemen that's been shot down by these policemen and everything else. Like, this is something that, of course, he look at in a regard to say, man, we got to do something about it. And the crazy part is, what they showed was, look, we don't want to be disrespectful to anybody. So what we're going to do is we're going to lock arms in unison just to show you, like, okay, look, if you say kneeling ain't cool and y'all against that because it goes against the flag, cool. But all we want to show you here is something hasn't changed. We're all in unison. We all care about each other. Or whatever. Let's make this stand together. And for y'all to boo that, it really means like that we so far apart from where we feel we are. I think a lot of times, like, we sit back and we feel like the racism aspect isn't as deep as we think. But as you can see with the president we have and everything else going on, man, it's more prevalent than ever in this time and age. And man, for them to boo those guys just taking a stand doing that should have been something cheered. Like, that should have been something like, I don't care if you're a racist or whatever, your favorite players chose to get together and say, man, let's go ahead and come together and show brotherhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, for y'all to boo, it was crazy.
But the thing about it is, like, we're the ones that don't get it.
Right?
Because racism is part of the fabric of America.
Right.
So for them, life goes on. This is normal, right? This is their every day. But we're the ones that want change. So it's kind of like we're the ones that's confused or blown away by the actions of people that live like this on a daily basis, like they're daily, right? So the only way to bring change about in America is you have to start from like the core. You know what I mean? Like everything that's set up through the Constitution and all that. I don't know if we ever gonna get that far, but like all that's set up for a certain culture to be superior, right? So until we change it from that point of view, they're always gonna have this sense of superiority to every race because they feel like they control the world in a certain sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then,
why they don't understand equality, bro? Like, what the fuck?
But you have to look at their history.
Yeah, but the thing that's crazy is part about it is like we're not asking to be above. Like, we're not asking. We just want to be equal.
That's not what they are.
We want to be in the same playing field, have the same chances as you. That's it.
That's not what they're about, bro.
Right.
Like, so when people say colonizer, you know what I mean? Like, something, bro. Like, that's not just, you just don't throw that around. Like, if you look all throughout history, that's what they've done. They've conquered and took over, and you know what I mean? And it's like, it's not in their, it's not in inside of them to be like, oh, let's be fair, let's be equal, let everybody, stand along in arms and be treated as such. No, we first, everybody else second.
So I'm looking at the comments, and Dana Brown said they're not going to be happy till all the players quit. Then they're going to wish that they would have been more supportive of peaceful protests. Shit, you feel me? So do you think that'll ever be an option where the players actually decide that we're going to quit? We're no longer going to participate in the game no more.
The thing about that is,
it's a lot of money, but keep going.
Even if they quit, there's gonna be some fool that's gonna go play. You remember the replacement players?
Get around it.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I mean? So there's gonna be somebody that's gonna go play, and even with the replacement players, the quality of the game was not as good, but people still watched. Ratings ain't going nowhere. So the real players like, shit, we gotta go back. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't working out the way we thought. But it's like, if everyone, I say this, if everyone could stand in solidarity and start your own. Like, there's enough millionaires. The first 2 years, yeah, y'all gotta take pay cuts. But on and popping, y'all lit. Y'all owners. Think about that.
You ever saw this? It's an image that float around social media. I see it all the time. Well, you got two men playing chess, right? Mm-hmm. And the board is on a bunch of like black people bodies on their back. Mm-hmm. And it say if the black people ever stand up, the game over.
Man.
It's just so deep, you did, because it's so deep because it's true. Like
it's true.
If you get all like the top athlete, we got some people in position now where they could be like, we're gonna start a league, and like he said, it's gonna be a pay cut, but I promise you, if you just ride with us, it's gonna be something where we're gonna all be able to benefit in the long run.
The fact. It's gonna pay off in the long run.
It's gonna pay off in the long run because you'll be in a situation where you have complete control over what the hell go on. And I support that. I really feel like that's something they should do. Another comment, Rashad Lewis said, New Orleans wouldn't have did that. They wouldn't have booed. We're a chocolate city. I disagree because we're a whole red state.
I disagree, and I tell you this because I work downtown. 50% of our fans from Mississippi. They drop them in every week.
Yeah.
So we're Chocolate City because we watch on TV and we go walk on Canal Street. Yeah, we're Chocolate City. But do we spend money and go up in there like most of the time? Season ticket holders?
Nope.
Yeah, they're not even from Louisiana. They're driving all the time.
Shit, being from Louisiana ain't about to help the situation because we a red state.
But that's a whole other topic. I don't even want to get
it is. But just leave New Orleans.
Right.
Hop on I-10, you can go east or west and just look at your surroundings. Right. Take one of them exits. Go in Gonzales and see what type of shit be flying around there.
Yeah.
You feel me? You'll see all types of wild shit that make you hurry and leave.
Right.
Yeah, another comment we have, Champ, what's up, man? He said white people be like, man, accept that you're not going to be treated fairly and just entertain them. I do feel like they feel like that. They feel like, look, all this stuff you're trying to do is not going to go over. Just go out there and throw that ball and catch that ball and make us happy. Mm-hmm. And, you know, like, it's sad, but that's exactly what that looked like Thursday. Seeing them guys come together and doing that, and that's exactly what they look like. That's a good point, Champ.
That's the shut up and dribble.
Yeah.
Shut up and dribble. I like. You know what's that broad name? I don't even know her name.
I forgot.
But let me tell you, I've been wanting to do a cut on it. Shorty, you's a bitch. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like if you ever like stumble across my video, just know that I personally think you a bitch. You did? Like I do. I don't like you. You a bitch. And I'm gonna tell you why you a bitch though. Because I give everybody a clean slate. You did? Like everybody cool me until you do some shit. I'm like, boy, you a fucking bitch. What you, Shorty, you's a bitch. And like the reason why, when Drew Brees made that comment, you feel me? You had a whole story behind why his comment is legit. But when black athletes take a stand, it's shut up and dribble, shut up and throw the ball, shut up and run, shut up and catch. But Drew Brees, I don't want to say nothing that's out the way. But with that man, we know where he at with it, and we know how we feel about where he feel, and I feel like how the public feel. You feel me?
Right.
I'm not gonna say nothing racist on the podcast, but I am gonna call a bitch a bitch. And old girl, you's a bitch. You feel me?
Nothing racist on the podcast.
I ain't gonna say nothing. Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing racist. You did. Like I'm not gonna say nothing out the way that's racist. Shorty's a bitch though. You did. And we know the type of time Drew Brees be on. And you come to his defense. You feel me? You got buku like remarks where it's like you defending him. But when LeBron makes statements about people that get shot or like racial injustice, shit like that, it's shut up and dribble. You don't want him. Why, shorty? Why you don't want him? No, because he fucking black. That's why she don't want him. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. He's black.
Yeah, it don't relate to it. She don't care.
The nigga, he's a bigger figure than Drew Brees. LeBron James is bigger than Drew Brees.
That's a fact.
You feel me?
That's a fact.
He's more valuable. He worked more. He's a bigger influence. He's a bigger figure. You're gonna go. Put a cape on for Drew Brees' ragged ass. You feel me? With his bullshit. But LeBron make a statement and shut up and dribble. I don't like her, dog. She's a bitch. Keep going, though.
Well, those words were brought to you by Kevin. Nah, man, I feel you, man. Like, that's just the passion we have behind it, man. It's getting crazy. But let's get into the actual game. The actual game that night, the Kansas City Chiefs wound up winning 34-20. The standout was LSU on Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think that's how you pronounce it. He had a big game, 25 carries for 138 yards. And so what y'all thought about the game?
He balled out. I owe E some money. I owe you some money. E, look, Trump said he's going to send that other stimulus out, you did. That bitch on the way.
I'm cool with that, brother.
So when he get me right, I'm going to get you right, partner. I got you.
No doubt. But look, I called it, bro. Like, Kansas City too much for the Texans, man. The only thing that was good about Houston was Meg. Now she got 2 gimpy feet, so we don't know what I mean, how that's gonna play. Let me stop playing. I'm joking. But at the end of the day, though, like the Texans, bro, they ain't have enough, man. Like the running back they got from Arizona, David Johnson, played a good game, but they don't have enough on the outside to keep up with Kansas City, man. Deshaun Watson played a decent game, but we went against the $500 million man, man. Come on, man. He got $500 million for a reason, man. Come on, man.
Thanks. I say the same thing. Interesting enough, I actually looked at Kansas City and was like, them playing the way they do their offense, and if this wasn't just like a fluke, a good game for the first game, and they have an efficient running game, that's scary. That's scary for the league, man. That's scary. Those, because they already have big play capability. Speed out the wazoo. So I mean, and then adding an efficient running game to that team, that's scary, man. That's scary. But it was only the first game of the season, so you never know. I'm hoping they crack up because I'm still a little hurt about them beating my team. So I'm hoping they don't win another game. But it is what it is. But that, man, they definitely scary, man. That team with an efficient running game is scary.
Didn't old boy from LSU fall into the perfect situation?
Man, what?
Like that's a blessing, dog.
I think it worked out for both of them. He fit their system, so I think it worked out. Talented guy, though.
I fit their system.
No.
No, they are great, dog. Their offense is so dynamic, dog, that you gotta account for everything on the outside, everything across the middle. Man, dude was getting like 6 a touch.
Mm-hmm. The same thing in college, though.
But it's the same spread, it's the spread offense.
System.
Same thing. You did
the funny thing, because it is the first game, they didn't even show everything because he got great catching abilities too. Because he's from LSU, so we saw a lot of him. He has great hands, great balance, powerful for a little bitty guy, man. Like they gonna make some noise. The AFC is over. Kansas City won the AFC already.
Nah. It's one game, bro. One game.
No, I'm saying who their competition?
No, I mean, it's the NFL. You never know. Any given Sunday, first off. Second of all, you never know what's gonna happen. Like, I'm not about to just. The game ain't played on paper, though.
No, we just saw it. We saw it.
No, I mean, you said Kansas City won the AFC.
Yeah, undefeated, 16-0.
Oh man, fuck out of here.
Oh, get out of here. That's
Man, cut it out, man.
16 though.
Remember, this is I'm Just Saying podcast number 5.
On paper they can do it.
Like, who they got? Tennessee?
Tennessee gonna be straight.
Yeah. Do you think they're gonna be able to keep up though?
Yeah, I think Houston actually gonna be able to put shit together.
Okay.
We still got Baltimore.
Oh, so they number one.
I actually think New England gonna still be a competitor.
Dog, why? I'm glad you said New England. Why the fuck is Cam Newton so disrespected? Why, dog?
Well, real quick. The reason why Cam Newton's so disrespected is because he looked at as a jokester, right? Because he go out there and he have fun. You know what I mean? But now look like, he trying to, he's still having fun, but he kind of like, being more demanding of his respect. Son, listen, they're always gonna try to give us a short end of the stick. Everybody know what Cam bring to the table. Everybody know. And for him to get
a healthy Cam, yes.
a 1-year deal at the minimum to the NFL.
Yeah.
Right. So I definitely think that New England gonna make some noise. I think that I don't know what it is, bro. Like
New England gonna 8-8, man.
Kansas City shocked me last year by getting it done. They actually got it done. But I really don't trust Andy Reid. Still. I still don't trust Andy Reid.
He was down 20-40 against the 49ers?
Yeah.
I believe in him.
I don't.
Don't do that.
He wouldn't have done that.
Don't do that.
He wouldn't have done that. We'd have lost. Down 20 in the 4th, we would have lost.
I like Baltimore to win the AFC this year.
So in the comments we have a young fella. Shout out to you. He says the Chargers going to be all right too this year. I agree with that. The Chargers are always kind of in the hunt where they you feel like they're like a step or two away from doing what they're supposed to do. I can see that. So I definitely disagree with with E talking about they're gonna be 16-0 and win the AFC outright like that. But
I just want to make sure this is podcast number 5. So if I need to pull the
go back for reference, huh?
Yeah.
Breaking news! The LA Lakers have fucking got rid of the Houston Rockets.
That is not breaking news.
Yeah, we knew that was inevitable.
Got rid of them. So real quick, because it's fresh.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like Westbrook trash. He trash, bro. You like Westbrook or not?
You want my opinion?
Yes. I've been waiting on it.
Westbrook and Mike D'Antoni shit, right? Westbrook,
Westbrook what?
He shits.
Okay.
And Mike D'Antoni, the coach, is shits. For one, you made no adjustments through this this series. None. You played 5 games. After game 2, you made 0 adjustments. Mike D'Antoni should be fired and never hired again.
Jeez, that bad?
Get him. So how many chances Mike D'Antoni had?
Yeah, a lot.
If he's not an assistant coach the rest of his career, he should not be coaching. He fucking sucks. Russell Westbrook only good in the open court. He shits. He need to go back in the lab and work on his fucking game. Man, I miss a healthy Derrick Rose. God damn, I miss a healthy Derrick Rose. Fuck.
I think part of the problem is just that they offense stops all the time. Like there's no I feel like it either got to stop in Russ's hands or it got to stop in Harden's hands. There's no flow to that offense. Like and their defense is shits, and it always have been shits. They like literally the ball stops. Like it becomes a one-on-one ISO game. I don't think the coach has anything to do with that. I don't think that's his intentions. That's just the players that he has. Russ, even with him supposed to be a pretty good one-on-one type player, hasn't shown any kind of life. Like pretty much like for him to be ranked at one point was ranked as top 3 guard in the league. Like, people was comparing him to, like saying he was pretty much it, winning the MVP, which he deserved. I feel like he deserved that year. Russ again. Yeah, Russ. Yeah,
I didn't feel like he deserved an MVP.
He averaged a triple-double.
I don't care.
What?
I don't care.
You don't care?
Nah, because I don't care because this nigga, he fucking garbage. This nigga went out like, all right, Russ the type of nigga like, I'm gonna set my mind to averaging a triple-double. Bitch, set your mind to winning. You feel me? Like, set your fucking mind to, I don't give a fuck about that nigga triple-doubles, dog. He shouldn't have won no MVP. That should have actually been James Harden MVP. He shouldn't have won it and he got it anyway. I don't respect the triple-double, like, especially with how soft these niggas play now. You feel me? I watch LeBron do this shit religiously. I watch fucking Luka do it religiously. I watch Rondo go get triple-doubles. I'm not impressed. You know, like, I'm not impressed. Russ, I think he's a freak, like freak athlete.
Right.
You feel me? Like with that athletic ability, dog, he's an underachiever to me. By far, like underachiever. I'm tired of Russ. It's not the coach. The coach straight, regardless of the adjustments. It ain't too much you can do because the nigga trade all the fucking centers away.
How did he? There's not much he can do.
Well, yeah, there ain't nothing he can do. There are no adjustments to make because there's nothing he can do.
All they were doing was double teaming James off the pick and roll. That's all they were doing.
That's their offense, though.
Change the fucking offense. That's adjustments.
Change it to what, E?
Son, Toronto was getting their ass whooped by Boston. What they did, they started playing zones the rest of the fucking series, and they kept them in the fucking game. They kept them in the series. It actually took them to a game 7. It's called adjustments. You make fucking adjustments. When you make $10 million a year to be a fucking coach, you make adjustments. Alvin Gentry got fired, and he had shit to work with.
You look at the Houston Rockets roster.
Huh?
You look at their roster.
Son, they're in the playoffs.
Nigga, they don't have a fucking nigga on the team that's over 6'10".
And who that's on? The coach?
Maybe the coach, maybe the GM. I don't know.
That's a coach move.
I don't know who calling the shots over there. But I know like if you look at their roster, what the fuck can they really do?
I don't want y'all giving him no pass when we don't get no fucking passes. He gotta fucking go. That's a fact. Fuck him. He gotta go. He never been a good coach. Ever.
Nah, he been a good coach.
What has he actually won? Ever.
He been a good coach. If Andy Reid been a good coach, he been a good coach.
Andy Reid got a Super Bowl under his belt.
He just got that motherfucker.
It doesn't matter.
Andy Reid been coaching for 35 years. He just got that motherfucker.
He got it. What does D'Antoni good for? What is he actually good for? What has he actually done? You tell me, because I don't know.
Eastern Conference Finals is the best he gonna get you. That's the absolute best he gonna get you.
How many opportunities he had to get you there?
He had a grip.
Fuck Mike D'Antoni and that dumbass Euro offense. Get the fuck out of here. Go back overseas.
Well,
listen. It ain't personal. I just don't like the fact that they get all these passes and Alvin Gentry and them get fired at the drop of a dime. The dude in the Pacers coach got fired and he had nothing to work with. His whole team injured. And he take him to the playoffs and still lose his job. Come on, man. If Mike D'Antoni's still coaching the Rockets next year, it's a shame. That's it. That's all I can say. Is a fuck.
So young fella said Andy Reid made it to the chip before winning that one too. Man, that nigga had a fucking dream team and made it to the chip and lost that bitch.
Nah, Terrell Owens is playing on a broken leg. Stop it, man.
A broken leg, yes. But he still had like 7 catches for 1 something.
I'm not tripping off the loss. I'm tripping off the one time they did actually make it. It was a dream team. They made it with the dream. Let's
be honest. Donovan McNabb average as fuck, bro. Let's keep it 100.
That man was not average.
I mean, what has he actually won?
He ain't won nothing.
All right, then. So how the fuck you gonna tell me he nice? Or he Charles Barkley?
No, all right. So when you put a, it's fucked up that certain people be held accountable for the wins and the losses. When it really take everybody.
The best player. That's the only person that's held accountable.
It's not a marriage where you could be like, well, you the reason why the marriage failed.
Right.
It's a team sport. You did.
It's all good. I don't want to keep on this topic. Let's move on.
All right,
Go ahead.
All right. Well, since we're moving on, let's go to well, we're talking about quarterbacks. Let's go to Dak, man. And the Skip Bayless comments toward Dak. Skip Bayless comments pretty much downplaying the depression issues that Dak had during last season and beginning now going into the season. So what you think about it?
Skip Bayless is insensitive as fuck. You feel me? It was just insensitive. Like this man is he's expressing, and that's the problem. Like we programmed, dog, as men to like be tough. You feel me? And we can't never like go through shit. You know what I'm saying? Anytime we go through shit and express what we're going through, we label it as soft. And it's Skip Bayless being another man, regardless of race. That's him being another man, understanding that like you go through shit, Skip, that you can't take home to your wife. You can't take home to your children. Because if you do, you looked at, you looked at awkwardly. You feel me? Like, well, men's supposed to be tough, so just poke your chest out, hold your head high, and move along. Like, for Dak to express what he's going through, everything he'd been through, and the place that he was in, Skip, as a man, should have been like, I understand, or I didn't been in these type of places before. The comment he made was insensitive, and I didn't like it. You dig? I don't respect it, Skip. I didn't respect it. What y'all think?
What you think?
I agree with Love, man. I feel like it was insensitive, and I applaud Dak for speaking up, saying that he was going through that because, as men, we taught to keep our emotions, inside and just deal with it. But like over time, you realize that don't work. You know what I mean? Like, so like you have to be able to get those emotions out and talk to somebody. You know what I mean? And but it's hard for me to take Skip seriously because he a fan first, right? Like everything he talk about is him being a fan first. The person comes secondary to him, especially the team that he's rooting for, right? He's a known avid Cowboys fan, so he's gonna put the Cowboys over Dak Prescott. All right, all season last year, right? For example, he said Dak was a top 5 quarterback. Now it's time to pay Dak. He's like, oh wait. He didn't perform because he's looking at it as a fan. You know what I mean? Like you have to take a step back and understand that all these players are individuals, and you have to treat them as such. You know what I mean? And I'm sure apologies coming soon. You know how that works. So I look for Monday morning apology to be hitting the circuit. But I just think that as a man, as Dak did and came out and said that that he was having those issues, I applaud him, man. You gotta speak up, man. Get that out there, man. Because I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think one of his brothers committed suicide or something like that.
Yeah, he definitely lost a brother.
So like, yeah, bro, like we ain't playing with that type. Nah, we ain't doing that. So I'm proud of that brother, man. Keep it up, man.
Yeah, man. I think the problem is, like you said, kind of piggybacking off you saying, a lot of times we get so caught up in being a fan that we dehumanize these players, man. Like we pretty much get to the point where it's like, in a sense, when we were just talking about how, certain people look at us as just entertainment, we kind of be subject to doing the same thing, in certain instances. And I think that's what happened with Skip. I think Skip got caught in being a Cowboys fan. His passion for that team and what's going on, I think it was one of them things where, like, when we be having talks or whatever, and we look and say, oh, man, dude injured, and we be like, man, you making $30 million a year? You out for this? Not thinking like, yo, dude really get chased by
300 pounds.
The most strongest and fastest athletes in the world, like, and risk his life every day. So I think what it was, Skip is just, he was just, like you said, just being a fan first and not really considering the fact that this man really like sitting there pouring his heart out, giving you a side of him that he could have bottled that in. He ain't had to tell nobody that, but he know how good it does from him sharing that and other people relating to it, and eventually, just letting you know, like, look, all of us go through it. I'm $1 million athlete, and I go through these problems, and but it's back to that old stigma, especially when related to football, man. Like, it's like, nah, you show no emotion. You play hurt, you do this, and then when these guys want to end up down the line hurt and can't even spend time with their family, and end up committing suicide and stuff like that, is because it was that same notion of way of thinking from the past, and that's what I think. Again, like, just piggyback on what you're saying, E. Like, I think he just got caught in being a fan. Mm-hmm. I don't think he even really realized what he was saying, because he was just so invested in the fact that I need Dak out there or whatever. He need to suck this up and get out there and perform or whatever. That's not fair, man. Like, and we've all been subject to it. We've all done that. We've all looked at the roster and the injury report, or looked at the screen and be like, "What? You serious?" Like, So we kind of dehumanize those players, man. And the worst thing we do is attach the dollar sign to saying they're supposed to be superhuman. Like, having $30 million don't instantly make you a mutant, X-Men.
Well, that don't happen if you stop counting niggas' money.
Yeah, but
you feel me? Keep your eyes off other nigga pocket, man. If a nigga, you feel me?
I think though what they should do with sports, they should not make their contracts public now.
Yeah, keep it.
But it won't matter. It won't matter, because you're gonna always associate those athletes with having a bunch of money. It don't matter how much you think.
You won't be like, man, he making $18 million a year. He gotta, you know what I mean? Like, you would think like that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he hurt. Damn, like, who we got? You know what I mean? Up next, maybe it'll change the way we think about players and how we view them regarding injuries or mental issues and things like that.
It won't. It's only gonna make people estimate or try to guess and be way off the amount.
We live in a microwave society. People ain't estimating and guessing shit.
Nah, this the dumbest society has been.
Yeah, so like, if you not,
they won't trust me. They won't know.
They don't want that shit.
You put a fast one quick.
Yeah, man. But just back to that. Like I said, and mental health is a huge issue. Going what he went through, man. I felt for him. Somebody who's lost a brother himself, man. I've been through, moments where you just don't know, man. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, you don't know, and I really felt everything. And like I said, I don't think Skip intentionally, meant to make that insensitive comment. He just got caught up in being a fan. He did apologize though. Just go back here. It was a half-ass apology.
He actually apologized?
He did. He came back and he was like, he didn't mean it the way it was taken. And what he was saying is, if he was depressed about the whole pandemic thing or whatever else, he should have sought help or whatever, right? So it was kind of a half-ass apology, like, my bad, but not my bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really, like, y'all taking it the wrong way. Not more so of I'm sorry for being insensitive about the situation. Yeah, man, it's that, but that goes back to, that's just the way of time, especially associated with that sport, man. Like, you just instantly look at them like they're supposed to be like robots and run around and do all the things they do, and you just dehumanize them at times. It's just that way. So I think Skip just got caught into that situation of being that way.
Man, a lot of niggas don't like Skip. Like, a lot of niggas don't like Skip. Skip might be a bitch. I don't know. It might be like old girl. You did like, what's her name?
Is that your word for the day? Like, is that your word of the day? Like,
no, wait, nah, that ain't my word for the day. That'd be my word every day. That'd be my journey every day. You did, but it only applied to what it applied to. You feel me? Skip might just be old bitch ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people. I remember Jalen Rose checked him. You feel me? Ryan Clark be on his ass. You there? Like, a lot of niggas don't fuck with Skip.
Yeah, I even heard a story. Jamel Hill was putting out saying, like, he basically was like trying to stop her progress and stuff when You know, pretty much on some like, look, I made you, I can break you type of shit. Like,
whoa,
yeah. She was on the Breakfast Club. She has a podcast now with I can't think of the other black announcer lead. I can't think of her name, but yeah, man, she was just pretty much they was promoting that, and she said like Skip, like pretty much wrote an email and a letter saying like, look, I'm the reason you here. Like I can make sure you not here. Like basically. Crazy, you know, but yeah,
Skip might be a bitch.
He just might be. That might
I know Jamel Hill. She with the shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
she with the shit. She down for whatever. Like, I like her. Yeah, she with the shit.
Shouts out to her, definitely.
Yeah, I like her.
To more lighter things, there's another versus coming up. Another two black queens will be on display. We got Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle. Now, this era for me is you know, it goes back. I think of moments in time like sitting around with the family and stuff, listening to both of these women music and stuff. So I'm interested to see how it's gonna play, how their dynamic is gonna be on camera, because back in the day, that's when they was real divas. Like, it's a difference. Like, Brandy and Monica may have had their little diva-ish ways, but I don't think they're going to be able to hide it. And they're at that age where they don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't really have, like, the filter not there. So I'm interested to see how it's going to display. And, you know, just to take that trip back down memory lane, listening to stuff like, you know, my mom and them used to listen to it, and I used to vibe to it. I know, you know, I kind of know some of the songs. So when it come on, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be vibing out to it. I can't wait to hear it. What about y'all?
It's gonna be really good music. It's gonna be my grandmother's music.
Right.
My mama is like 20 years older than me. My pop's like 21 years older than me. So they 80s music. This is gonna be my grandmother's music. Lucky for me, I spent a lot of time with my grandmother.
Right.
So I will be attending this shit. I'm calling my grandmother in the morning. I'm gonna get a snap bean recipe.
A snap bean recipe, bro?
Grandma, how you making snap beans? I'm gonna be in the kitchen cooking, and I'm gonna be locked in. Everybody wins in this one.
Right.
You feel me? Everybody wins. It's still for the culture. It's for the the older culture, but it's definitely for the culture. I'm gonna call my grandma. I'm gonna turn my grandma got a Facebook, but
really?
my grandma got So, man, picture somebody called me a hoe on Facebook, right? It was Carrie, matter of fact. Carrie was like, "Boy, you a fucking hoe." My grandma saw the shit. my grandma said, "Why he don't like you?" I said, "Grandma, that's one of my best friends." She did, like, he loved me. She's like, "Why he don't like you?" But I'm gonna show her how to use Instagram so she can watch this too.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? So I'm locked in.
What's up, E?
Call him. Go ahead on, do it. Go ahead on, do it so I can laugh.
Yeah. We got two more old bros out here. Back at it, son. Like, you know, like, I don't give a fuck, son. You know what I mean? Like, on some real shit, though, but I will say this. They two icons, you know what I mean? They deserving of their flowers while they're here, you know, and I want to make sure that even though I'm not interested, I want to give them their flowers while they're here, because, you know, as a community, we need to start doing that. Definitely, but yeah, man, y'all can have them old bros. I don't want nothing to do with it.
You ain't messing with it, son?
Nah, and I know we're going to talk about it when it's over, so I'm just letting y'all know now. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit.
What verses you looking forward to, E?
None of them.
Like,
what's a verses that you would love to see right now?
Well, you ain't getting that one because them two dead niggas. So what? No, you're not getting it. I don't want fucking P Diddy in charge of. I don't know. If I'm gonna get them, I want the two niggas that's living Which ones you looking forward to?
Jeezy and Gucci.
You're not getting that either.
That'll be those,
Why Jeezy and Gucci? Because you want to see who gonna die after?
Nah, because that's actual competition. Like they belong together.
No, they don't.
They do.
They don't.
You feel like Gucci catalog could compete with Jeezy's?
Honestly, I want to see.
No, there's nothing to see.
That's what the verses is for.
No, the verses is to of course, to compare catalogs. But them two niggas, I don't want to see them niggas nowhere around each other. We'll find out for sure if Gucci a clone if you put Jeezy around.
What about 50 and Ja Rule?
I would love that.
I actually would like that.
I would love that. That's the one I really want the most. 50 and Ja Rule.
Going to the comments, young fella says Dr. Dre versus Pharrell. That would be so dope.
It won't.
I agree.
Nope, it won't.
Why wouldn't?
Because Dre got too much help.
Yep.
What you mean?
Got starch all over that shit.
Who ain't on all over that shit?
I'm around, dude. I know Dr. Dre been cheating for years.
I still would love to. I would love to see it.
The only thing I want to see Dr. Dre win is this fucking divorce. That's it. That's the only thing I want to see Dr. Dre win. I want to see Dr. Dre beat his wife.
Well, not physically.
Right, not physically. We don't support that shit.
Not physically. We don't want her to. I
would love Dre to win this court case, but he's not.
Yes, he will. Man, this broad asking for $2 million a year. We already went through this last week. I want to see Dr. Dre beat that. Pharrell can't be organized noise, young fella.
Ooh,
organized noise. Pharrell, that's his biggest competition. And a lot of people don't know.
What about Ye and Pharrell?
Nah, Pharrell beat Ye.
Ooh, that's tough.
You think Ye got that fire, son? You think?
No, look, 20 songs back, Pharrell taking that?
Yeah, give me Pharrell.
You crazy. I don't see it.
Give me Pharrell.
No, I love Pharrell. I think he's one of the dopest to do it.
What about a Ye and Jay?
And Kanye and Jay-Z?
Yeah, 20 songs. That's it.
I would love to see that too.
I'd rather see Wayne and Jay.
Fuck out of here.
I don't want to see Wayne and Jay.
I'd rather see Wayne and Jay, Drake and Jay.
I watch Wayne and BG.
Now you just Wayne and BG, son.
That's how I look at it.
How you do? Man, we need to around the horn so we can mute E. I said I'd rather. Yeah, you lose the point.
Wayne terrible.
I think I said Wayne and BG.
Wayne and BG.
Yeah, a Soulja Slim and Turk.
All right, look. So, So I'm gonna be totally different with this. I know y'all gonna be like, "Get the fuck," right? But I would love to see Justin Timberlake and Usher.
I don't want to see Justin Timberlake do no. I would rather him do the NSYNC shit. I don't want him doing none of the black shit.
What you mean?
Don't give me no culture vulture shit, Justin Timberlake.
What about Usher and Trey Songz?
Nah, I don't.
Usher gonna wash him.
Usher gonna wash the fuck out.
Now the actual dream R&B joint is Chris Brown and Usher.
Now the dream one is Chris Brown and Michael Jackson. That's the dream.
That's the dream.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But
Chris gonna kill Usher. That's him. That's just me. I don't even listen to singing.
Yeah, I would like to see it though. I would like to see it.
Chris is like uber talented. You know what I mean? Like you can just see it. Like the nigga got so much talent.
Yeah, dude is amazing. You take away that Rihanna situation, man. Like,
yeah, no telling,
man.
So you know it's over for that little nigga from Toronto. If Chris beat a chick and lost everything.
We ain't gonna even know that boy name in 2 months from now.
Nah.
Now I'm never gonna forget his name.
About that breeze that Android.
I'm
You
never
always
gonna,
hold a place in your heart, bitch.
Tory Lanez, I'm never gonna forget that name, boy. You the nigga that shoot bitches. like when my old lady get out of pocket, but don't make me fucking Tory you in this bitch.
You get Tory if you want to.
You spent well on the credit card, man. Let me call Tory Lanez. Like I ain't never gonna forget that nigga name. I ain't never gonna forget that name, boy.
That's funny.
Oh man, let me see what they say here. Yeah, I agree. You said Breezy and Android. Yeah, dude is amazingly talented, man. Singing, dancing, performing. Dude is amazing, man. Dude have it. He had it.
It said Lloyd versus Trey Songz or Lloyd versus Miguel.
Okay, I can see that.
I like Lloyd. I'm kind of biased with Lloyd though, because I know he from, and with August Alsina. I'm biased to them because they from where we from. I like Miguel. Miguel got bangers, so we'll have to see what will go on with that.
Miguel probably have the best first album, like comparable to a lot of people. We hold first albums like up high.
Right. Yeah, Miguel was tough. All of them tough. All of them tough, though.
Yeah, back to the original topic. Shout out to the two black queens, man, two icons in music, man. I know my mama gonna love that shit. You know what I mean? So shout out to moms if you watching. Patti LaBelle and another old bro gonna be going live this week.
Boy, shout out to Nah Leader. These bitches good as a motherfucker.
Yeah, you smacking it out.
Shout out to Nah Leader.
Terrible.
Man, take that. We editing it out, man. Nah Leader ain't paying us $1, man.
Boy, Nah Leader gonna cut the fucking check.
Yeah, they cut the check. We editing that shit out.
Yeah, not with us. Yeah. And until they do, they're gonna have a blur over.
But I'm gonna kick it off. In my final thoughts, I want to say, America, we gotta do better. Let's do better, please. Like it's 2020, and we still like up to our necks in racism. It's terrible. But not everybody. Got some good folk out there. You know what I mean? We salute y'all. You know what I mean? Shout out to the verses coming up. I know that's gonna be historic because yeah, man, there's two icons for sure. I'm gonna make sure I text my mama too, make sure she watch that because she's gonna be definitely into that. And Saints, man, Saints gonna win this weekend. Actually tomorrow, as a matter of fact. So Saints go ahead and take that, give Tom Brady and them bum ass Buccaneers their first loss of the year. And Boston gone all the way to the finals, man. Shout out to Jason Tatum, man, Jalen Green, Jalen Brown, what that boy name is, man. I'm trying to name everybody. Kemba Walker, Marcus Smart, all those soldiers out there, man. Salute, man. Go take LeBron down, man. Shout out to B, man. Let's go.
Niggas about to lose to the Heat. Anyway, my final thoughts is the niggas about to lose to the Heat. You did. Oh girl, what's her name, man? I don't even want to say her name, but you know who I'm talking about. The one that was like, shut up and dribble, use a bitch. I ain't never gonna forget you, use a bitch. Go Saints, Saints gonna win. Fucking shout out to Patti LaBelle. Patti gonna win his verses. You did. You had us in the stores for them pies. You're gonna have us on Instagram Live. That's just how we rock. She gonna win. Tory Lanez, you's a bitch. Yeah, Tory Lanez, you's a bitch, partner. Like that's it. That's all I got. Tory Lanez a bitch. I'm about to watch Power. So don't log on Facebook tomorrow because I'm gonna be talking about it, and we're gonna talk about it again next week, right?
Oh, no, just for future reference, her name Laura Ingram.
Nah, fuck her.
Yeah, that's her name.
Laura Ingram, yeah, that's for you, Laura.
Well, my final thoughts are definitely just piggyback on what Earl said. We have to, man. At some point, we have to do better, man. Man, that was a terrible display. I'm not super excited for the Patty, but I will be tuning in. Like I said, I love going back down the memory lane of just like reminiscing, thinking about when I was young, when the songs were playing and stuff like that. So it's gonna be cool. My 49ers, we're gonna take care of Arizona. get that dub. You know how we do. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, you know what? I want to give a shout out to Naomi Oscar. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right, but the tennis player that won the U.S. Open, man, she's 22 years old, and man, she's extremely dope. I don't know if y'all was following or whatever, but all during the U.S. Open, she made sure she displayed stuff related to the causes, man. Oscar. I'm gonna get it right next time. But yeah, man, Osaka. That could be what it is. Okay, we're gonna go with it. Okay, Osaka. A huge shout out to her, man. She wound up winning the U.S. Open or whatever. This is her third major and the second time she won the U.S. Open. And like I said, through the whole thing, she was displaying Breonna Taylor. Like she was making sure she was being there and being voiceful in a sport where like you don't really see that. And she took that stance out. Even to at one point she was actually not going to play. And then she decided to play because it would make more of a difference with her being there. So huge shout out to her, man. That's amazing. And for her to end it all by winning, that's amazing. Huge shout out to her. It's good to see that, So yeah, man. And that's it, man. This was I'm Just Saying Podcast number 5. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thanks everybody that joined in and comment. If we didn't get to your comments, I'm sorry. Just keep coming, man. Like I said, keep supporting. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Just keep the movement going. And that's it, man. Y'all be safe and y'all have a good night.